Wait, did you hear that? Who was that? Girl, give me this. Hold on.
The morning sun stretched golden fingers through the curtains of the riverside townhouse, where Jasmine Jazz, Wallace, and Nesha Harris shared a life deep in laughter and challenges. Today wasn't just another day, it was Jazz's 42nd birthday. Nesha watched her rise slowly from the bed, the weight of the years and the weight beyond etched in every movement. The air hung with a faint scent of movement, coffee brewing, fresh fruit steaming, and something new stirring. Nesha planned this. Not cakes or balloons, but something quiet, something healing. A glamping getaway in the woods, tent pitched under tall pines, fire crackling, s'mores melting into sugary comfort. Something to remind Jazz of joy, away from diets and scales and doctors. But there was fragility beneath the plan. Jazz's pain was intense lately. Every step reminded her of the weight pressing on her joints, of the vein-deep ache that wouldn't quit. Nesha tucked a handwritten itinerary into Jazz's hand, heart ticking faster at her friend's uncertain smile. The Jeep rattled down the freeway, trunk stacked with gear, tent, lanterns, comfort items, a cooler filled with safe snacks, carrot sticks, flavored water, and a baker's dozen of miniature tortillas for 2 tacos later. Jazz's legs shifted awkwardly at the elbow seat. Nesha spoke gently, recounting memories instead of medical charts. "Remember our first taco night?" she whispered. Jazz smiled, recalling guacamole and shared laughter. She reached over and squeezed Nesha's hand. For a moment, pain melted into memory. Still, there was anxiety. Jazz worried about her health. Her doctor's warning echoed, lose the weight, or risk not being there for her daughter. "I'm scared," she confessed the night before, staring at her swollen ankle. Nesha nodded. This trip was both birthday and intervention. They arrived at a quiet campground, the forest like a cathedral of green, tall and still. Nesha unloaded quietly while Jazz leaned on the hood, breathing in pine-scented air, fighting back tears she didn't mean to hide. Then Joel arrived, Nesha's partner, beaming awkwardly, bearing muffins and warm greetings. The three walked arm in arm to the campsite. Nesha guided Jazz, heavy, unsteady. Joel offered a steady arm. The tent went up with care, lines slackened enough for ease, stakes hammered gently into earth. Firewood crackled, camp chairs groaned under them, and sparks floated upwards like tiny constellations. That night, flames licked the camp circle. Nesha roasted marshmallows, and Jazz laughed wholeheartedly, the kind of laugh that lights up the long shadows. Joel and Jazz laughed too. S'mores sizzled and melted, sugar and chocolate meeting gooey bliss. Nesha caught Jazz's eye. "Happy birthday," she said softly. "You deserve peace. Tonight is just for you." Jazz's voice trembled. "I feel heavy. Not just physically." Nesha waited. "But I needed this, needed you." They watched embers rise into starlit sky, longing for more than weight loss. Connection. Space. Joy. Sunrise found Jazz still in the tent, curled in blankets, a wince of pain marking her face. Nesha checked on her, concern etched deep. "How are you feeling?" she asked. Jazz's voice was small. "Every inch hurts." But when Nesha offered water and a cold cloth, she accepted, not because she felt healed, but because she trusted. By midday, Joel guided her to a trickling stream. The cold water against her feet brought relief. There, awkward but brave, Jazz admitted she'd been skipping portions of her therapy routine. Nesha's worry twisted again. This trip was working, not just emotionally, but physically, too. The forest healing them both. That evening, they sat roasting veggie skewers and s'mores, letting the fire guide the conversation. Jazz revealed fear. "What if I never walk my daughter to school again?" Nesha blinked back tears. "I'm scared, scared to do this alone." But as the fire crackled, they promised each other, beyond scales, beyond diets, there would be support, through hospital scares, therapy, and tomorrow's steps. They sealed it with a campfire promise, one marshmallow shared, symbolizing their pact. Hot sugar. Friendship. Hope. Morning brought rain, the woods glistening in droplets. Jazz attempted to stand, but slipped on wet forest floor. Joel clicked his tongue in worry. Nesha rushed forward, steadying her. "I feel like I'm failing," Jazz's voice cracked. "You're not," Nesha said firmly. "This climb is not linear." Pain is not defeat. They carried her back to the tent. Water dripped on the tarp as Joel brewed herbal tea. Heat and words blended. Healing wasn't about being perfect, it was about being present. Nesha sealed it with a hug, damp and reassuring. Once the rain eased, they ventured deeper into the woods, walking only as far as Jazz could. Nesha walked beside her, matching pace. Joel carried the pack. They found a small clearing, morning mist, frogs calling, a fragile world of green. Jazz knelt, touched a fern frond. "Life pushes me down," she whispered. "But look how life still blooms." Nesha squeezed her. The lesson was wilderness itself. Growth is often quiet and messy. Back at camp, they shared chili corn on the cob and renewed plans to integrate baby steps into daily routines: water intake, gentle stretching, mental health check-ins, therapy follow-ups. They recorded voice memos, commitments to self and each other. Joel brought out a small cake. 2 candles flickered in forest dusk. Jazz's daughter's photo laid beside it. She spoke into the darkness, "I'll be here." And for Jazz, that was enough. For now, that and a campfire, a glade, and friends who promise to carry her when she can't. Journey home felt different. Even traffic hummed softer. Nesha racked groceries and healthy snacks. Jazz limped into the house, breathing easy. The birthday glamping trip wasn't about escape, it rooted them. That night, in bed, Jazz texted Nesha, "Thank you for everything." Nesha replied with a plant emoji and "We're blooming."